Deborah was a judge in Israel, and she did remarkably well in leading the people of God. And if you are a woman like Deborah and you have the privilege of leading God's people, you have to be like Deborah. Although the life of Deborah is applicable to all church leaders, but especially because Deborah was a woman, then women should take care of their lives and follow all the examples in the life of Deborah because it helped her to lead very well. Because why would a man follow a woman in leadership? Because you know in the church setting that a man is leading does not actually mean they are superior to women. It is God ordained. That's how God wanted it. And that a woman is not leading does not mean she's inferior. No, no, no. Leadership in the church is by ordination. And if you happen to lead, generally speaking now, if you happen to lead God's people, you have to take care of your life first, because you cannot lead God's people if you cannot lead yourself. And that's fundamental. But basically, because I want to talk about Deborah this morning, there are some things in our life that I want women leaders in the church to take note of and apply to themselves. Like I said, it applies to everybody, but because we're talking about women, this is very, very essential. Because in the Bible, Deborah led a man to war, and that man cared less about who took the glory in that war. Um, Judges chapter 4. The Bible talked about Deborah there, and she was one of the judges in Israel. She was a woman. So the question is, why would a man follow a woman like Deborah? Number one, in Judges chapter 4, verse 4, the Bible says, Deborah, a prophetess, was the wife of Lapidoth. So when the Bible says she was the wife of Lapidoth, that means she had a family. She had a home. So if you are leading in the church, you don't have a home, uh, you are struggling with your marriage, there are troubles in the home, you have to sit down and get down to work and ensure that your marriage works, because your home is your number one ministry. You can't boast of a ministry in the church if your home is not excellent. So Deborah, first of all, was a wife. She was leading the people, but she was under the authority of a man. How can you lead the church of God if you cannot lead your home? African pastors, pastors globally, you have to take note of this. Number two, she was judging Israel at that time. Verse 5 says, and she would sit under the palm tree of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in the mountains of Ephraim. So she had a location where people could find her. She was committed. Commitment is important today. Your pastors, your parishioners, your people, your members should be able to locate you whenever they need